I'm a bit happy today. Who knows why? Today be my last day standing here for this court. So I'm a bit happy. I didn't say whatever you. So so today will be the last day. I mean, for us actually standing here to facilitate this training. I mean, for you in this court, obviously. So today is the last day. So I'm a bit happy, kind of. I'm in a happy mood. At least we've done from the start. We are now here. Have you enjoyed it so far? Huh? You've enjoyed it so far? Ah, good. And today we'll be looking at PowerPoint, like I said. We've looked at Excel. We've looked at Power BI. Power BI and Excel, which one do you think you would prefer? Power BI or Excel? Eh? Power BI. Power BI, Excel, which one would you prefer? Ah, Excel I did it for 4 days. All of a sudden, you don't like it anymore. you don't have to, you don't have to no. In your mind, you know it's Power BI. So nobody wants to send Excel again. This is how life is, so use and dump. That's good. So Power BI is the tool for you people. I mean, I prefer my well, I know I like Excel too, but Power BI at times can make life easy. It makes life easy, actually. So yeah, I agree with Power BI. So, but so far we've enjoyed Power BI. I mean, the visualization part of Power BI is something you guys like, and it's easy to do. Something we all can do. Eh? I'm back. Welcome. Yeah, she's around. Well done. So we've concluded Power BI yesterday. Are there questions before we go forward today? Probably you did something at home, you are not clear, you did something after the session yesterday, you are not so clear and you need clarity on anything. Let's say our hand up. Questions. Something we did yesterday that was looking like magic to you. Please ask. Ask. Like I said, it will be the last day. Oh, tomorrow you are all by yourself. Remember, tomorrow is the capstone. You are going to work as a team tomorrow. So if you have any question, you are calling me tomorrow, teacher may not be available. Now you are in the classroom now, ask questions. Exam time, teacher will not come and be explaining to you. I'm saying it now. So ask questions. Questions. I'm liking this, no question. Okay? Okay? We'll see tomorrow. Oh, you have, okay. Okay. Yesterday, okay. Your Power BI is not open. Your Power BI is not open. Your Power BI is open. To the open Power BI, they always take time. Oh. Any other question? Any other question? So I would respond to your question. We just need to open Power BI. Any other question? Okay. Okay. What's the measure? This question you asked, if we go into that question, for measure is basically calculations. So you're doing calculations in Power BI. So when do we use measures? We want to use measures when you want to go deeper into your data. Yesterday we were doing some of revenue by location, blah, blah, blah. Location by revenue by store, revenue by month and all that. Now, if you want to do, you can use a measure to actually get the percentage change, maybe in our sales for this month compared to last month. So you are doing calculations. Those are measures in Power BI. You get, they are called DAX, data analysis expressions. So that's when you use a measure. Have I lost you? Data analysis expression. So DAX, DAX. So it's basically calculations. That's what a measure means. You are doing calculations. And like I said, it is when you want to go deeper into your data. That's why you use measures. But for the sake of this class, maybe we will not go into that. All right, question. Okay. Okay. So these questions, you are sending me to go and do something else in Power BI, but that's a question of Power Query. That's when you use Power Query. When you look at your data and then first, when you see 100% in your data, you know that time when you check your data is showing 100%, at times there may be error in your data and it's showing 100%. So don't rely 100% on that thing. This is not to be solely relied on. That's why I taught you the 7 golden rules of data. Who remembers the 7 golden rules of data? 7 golden rules of data. Who remembers? Which of the rule is that one? Your own rule. That has to be your own rule. It can't be my own 7 golden rules of data. I said there should be no space. No. 7 golden rules of data management. 7 golden rules of data management. 7 golden rules of. I mentioned this last 2 weeks. Exactly, 10 points, Joseph. No, he said there should be no space. No. And you also said no empty column. It was okay. Okay, no empty row, no empty column. Okay, 10 points, 10 points. No sort, no submission. No submission is not part of it. No total. Yes. Joseph. Submission is not. Oh, submission. Okay. I thought it said submission. No, not duplicate is not part. So 10.2 for 2 of them. 10 points. All unique data must be in a single column. 10 points. So yes, 10.2. No duplicate. No, it's not part. 1. Joseph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyhow, it remains 2. Just say it. Single or better. Who said it? 10.2. Son has mentioned it. Son has mentioned it. Son has mentioned it too. Son has mentioned it. Son has mentioned it. Son has mentioned it. Data must be in a single column. I think Son has mentioned it. Son has not. The Son has mentioned that one. Okay. Son has mentioned it. Son. But let's mention. Let's list it again. No empty row. No empty column. All data must. I remember the one that nobody has remembered. No, it's not. They should be unique. No, no, that's not the remaining one. They mentioned that one. Thank you. 20 points. 20 points for him. All date must be in a single column. No, data is different from date. Said data must be in a single column. Data is different from date. Date must be in a single column. That's the correct thing. So that's the 7 golden rules. So I said every time you have your data, always check for those rules. So you asked that question. So when you check for those 7 golden rules of data, that's where you know if your data can go for analysis or you need to clean that data. So most times, if you have those 7 golden rules and then you see that it has been broken, you need to now clean it. That's where parkway will come in. So your question of when it is not good for analysis, what should you do? Then you clean the data. You either take off those empty rows, take off those empty columns, take off those summations and all that in your column, in your data. So use a parkway to actually do that. Okay, so I think that's all, right? So someone asked another question of how he was able to count using a card visual. I was able to count yesterday. So let's just quickly look at that before we move on to today's class. Okay. Why is it looking like this? Your friend is not back from Bauchi. It's not back from Bauchi. I must know what he has gone to do in that Bauchi. He's not passing. You don't get wife for Bauchi, Abi. You don't give a wife for Bauchi. Eh? They don't give a wife for Bauchi. Not yet. So they go still give him, but time never reach. Okay, so he said, how were we able to count inside of that card yesterday? So will be doing this, but I will not be doing it myself. I want you to show me how to do that. So let's say we want to do this count of anything, whatever, maybe count of, let me look at our data again. So let's say we want to do a count of our products, our segments. How do we do it? Mubarak, how do you do, if you want to count our products, how do we do it? Show us the step. Mubarak. Huh? When did your name turn Mubarak? I said Mubarak. Oh yeah, now. Help us, help us, help us. Huh? Umu is there, she will ginger you. So, Umu, you want to support Mubarak? Okay, you were not here yesterday. But you are here yesterday now. Who wants to help us? Who wants to help us? Huh? Want to get the count of our products inside of that card. Inside that card visual. Okay, I should click on products. Back, look at how we are doing. So I'll click on products. So I've clicked on products. So this is what it is giving us. Huh? Huh? I've clicked on product. I should do what? I've clicked product. Product is already inside. So what's the next thing to do? Or is there yes, it's already a card. It's already a card. It's already a card visual. So if I come here now, if I click on card, it's already a card. So if you look at this one that is highlighted now, it's a card. So we want to get an account of products. Which one? Sorry, back. Let me pass. So you come here. This and thank you. So builder said we should come to this place and then we right click and then we see count. But in this case, we are going to count distincts. So showing us that it's only one, I think this data must be filtered somewhere. Let me check. Why is this going to show this way? Huh? Okay, the auto recovery. Okay. I don't even like the way this is going to show. It's not making me see that. Okay. So the data has been filtered. That's why it's showing one. So if I unfilter it now, you can see that we have 6 products. Huh? We have 6 products. So this is how to actually do a count. Did you get it? You didn't get it. Please look up again. So want to get, please look up for the last time. You want to use a card visual to count maybe something, maybe your product or any other thing. So I said first you need to come here, click on card, the card you want to use. So this is a card visual. I'll click on it. Now I'll come to where I have my products and click on products. Now it's going to, by default, because product is a text, it will show me the first product. If product is not a category, if it is a value, what would it show? What would it show? If product is not a category, it's a value field, what would it show? Well, instead of this first product, what would be the, by default? No, to give you the sum. To give you the sum. So if I click on my revenue now, if I click on revenue now, instead of this product, revenue is a value field. Because if I sum it up, it makes logical sense. If I click on sales now or something, let me see, or profits. So you can see by default, to give you sum of profits because it's a value field. Are we together? Huh? No. So I said, how you know a value field and a categorical field? Who remembers a categorical field? Category. What is the category? No, it's not like it doesn't make sense. When you sum them, when you perform aggregation, that's when it doesn't make sense. But in normal, they make sense. But when you perform aggregation on them, it doesn't make any logical sense. That's a categorical field. A value field is when you sum it up, it makes logical sense. Do you get? So I said another way of differentiating, when I click on it, a value field by default to give me sum of it. But if I click on products now, since that's what I want to count, if I click on products, by default, it will not give me sum because it cannot sum it up. Because it doesn't make any logical sense. It will not be able to sum it up. So it's just going to give me, okay, you want to get the first product. If that's not what I want to do, I'll come back here. And then if I right click, and then I can change to maybe last or count distinct. So count distinct means that I want the distinct products, not duplicate. Do you get? Are we together? So doing that, I'll just click count distance, and it will give me the answer. Are we together? Clear? Clear now. No question again. No question again. Tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. So so I think there was something else we wanted to do yesterday that we could not do, which is to bring data from outside of maybe Excel file or PDF or whatever it is you want to do. We did it. No, I think that was when the village people happened, when they took lights. So that was when the village people came in. I don't know whose village people anyway, but one of the village people came and then they took lights at that point. So now let's see how we can do it together. You want to bring your data into Power BI. Maybe your data is in Excel or is in a PDF or whatever place it may be. So Joseph said we should click where? Under Get Data or Connect Data Source. So let me click on more so that we can see better. So if you look at Power BI, using Power Query, Power BI can connect to several data sources. Are we together? Wait, am I doing this alone? Are we together? Just going for the first time. First time. When did you came yesterday? When did you start coming? Last week. I didn't see you. You've seen me before. Have you seen me before? You've seen me before. Huh? So? I didn't hear you, sorry. Come again. I'm just seeing you. Last 2 weeks he was around. Well, I'm seeing the face for the first time. You probably just came this week. Because I'm seeing the face for the first time. Quarter 2. And quarter 2 will be next week. So you have to come next week again. Is that fine by you? Good. So are we good? Are we on this page? Are we all on this page? Are we on this page? You're saying yes, but your system is saying no. I said, are you on the page? I didn't say, are you following? I use the system now. Stop it, your Power BI. Okay. So I know we're going to PowerPoint, but just to show us, because tomorrow you need to do this. Tomorrow you need to do this so that you don't call us to tomorrow per se. Are we good? Are we on this page? So now I said, if you want to connect your data, maybe your data is in an Excel file, is in a PDF, is in a SharePoint folder, SQL database, anywhere it may be, Power BI is able to connect to it. So when you go under Connect Data or Get Data, you will now see different things. Even if it's a text or CSV file, you can scroll down, you can see a lot of things. A lot of things, a lot of data sources you can connect to Power BI to. Even your Facebook, your Twitter, your X or whatever, Power BI can connect to all those. So can connect to a lot of things. But in most cases, or most times, your data will be in an Excel workbook. Are we together? So you need to understand, where's my data coming from? Like that historical data 1.5 years that we used. Where is the data coming from? Let's assume I want to connect to that historical data 1.5 years. Remember that data, that file. Do you remember that file? Historical data 1.5 years. So if I want to connect my Power BI to it, where would I click on? Excel workbook, because my data is coming from an Excel file. Do you get? Remember that I said the workbook is an Excel file. I said a workbook is an Excel file. An Excel workbook is an Excel file. Then when you see connect to Excel workbook, that means connect to an Excel file. Are we together? Am I speaking German? I'm not speaking German, it's clear. So Excel workbook, and then I'll click on connect. So I'm telling you, go and connect to my Excel workbook. So to bring you to my system, and then say which of the Excel files on the system do you want to connect to. So I can just navigate to where my Excel file is. Maybe I want to connect to that historical data. So I'll just look for it. So probably I can come under documents. It depends on where you saved your own. So mine will be different from yours. Huh? I've opened it up now. This GitHub. Gumbe training. What? Okay. So this is where my own is saved. I'll just click on it twice or click on it and then do OK. So click on it and click on OK. Click on that file and do OK. Click on that file and do OK. Go to where you have your data saved or your file saved. Click on the file and do OK. Are we together? Huh? This silence is giving me the vibe of we are not. Oh. Are we together? Others, are we together? It's only like 5% of the class that is responding. No, you have your hand up. This is it now. Your system. Go to where the file is. Maybe under. Yes. Click and then do open. Okay. Can I get my file ready? So get data, you do Excel workbook. You do an Excel workbook. Go to where the data is saved. Just open. No, it's fine. That's where I am. So look at my screen. That's where I am. Now, I want to save now. Okay. You want to save it. It's already saved. It's already saved yesterday. So don't you save it. So I want to save any file. Excel workbook. There is no that file, that historical data 1.5 is not okay. This. You just click on this, then I do open. So that's where I am. Yeah, I should also mention, please, this is important. Let's all look up. Let's all look up. So the IT man mentioned to me this morning that we should not move systems. Please do not move systems. If the system on your desk is not working, you can only move. You are mobile. Systems should not be mobile. So you can move to where the system is working, not bring the system to where you are. Do you get? So please let the systems be where they are. So please, let's not move systems. Did we get it? Did we get it? All right, good. So have we done this. Are we all together now? Let's load. Connect. I could just connect. It's just a demo too. And it's nothing serious. We are doing demo just for the sake of knowing how to. So it's fine. Are we all good? Can proceed. Huh? Say no. Who said no? The what? You're on the page now. Look at where I am. Look at where you are. What's the difference? Are you on this page? Huh? So now, get my Excel file. These are the workbooks inside of it. I said workbook, worksheet, I mean. So worksheets inside of it. So you can see sheet 1, sheet. These ones, they named them. So fact sales, they named this sheet control, blah, blah, blah. So these are the ones. So I can just click on it to see. So if I click on it, it will now display the data inside of it. So displaying the data, I can now see that it is this particular file I need. Are we together? So it's that fact sales I probably need. So once I see that this is the data, I'll just come to this box at the back and then click on it or check it. Oh, yeah, I saw him first. Okay. And load and call. Load, how about load? Good. Good. Joseph, 10 points for him too. Sorry. Eh? It's not coming this side. It has gone this side. I mean, hey, God, you want to keep the mandate to yourself. Let the mandate go round. So, like you said, when you click on transform data, that means you still want to work on your data. You still want to maybe apply some transformation steps and all that to your data. So you want to still go to Power Query to clean your data. That's why you click on transform data. You know that this data is not cleaned. Let me transform it. And ideally, I say that never load your data first time. Just load your data to Power BI direct. Just still take it to Power Query and check again in Power Query before you now load your data to Power BI. So I hardly would, there's hardly any scenario I'll click on this load data. I'll just go to Power BI like that. No, I'll first transform the data. Even if it is clean, I'll still click on transform data. It doesn't cost me anything, and then I'll now load. So load means that, oh, my data is fine, just load it to Power BI direct, and then I start doing my visuals. Do you get? But transform data means I still want to apply some transformation. So I want to look at my data before I now load it. And then cancel means, oh, I made a mistake. So go back. So cancel all the steps I've taken so far. That's what cancel is. So for this, I'll just click on transform data. Transform data. And you can see that my fax sales is there. NTA. The screen is doing like NTA's channel. So so this is my data, and I can scroll to actually have a view of my data. If the data is fine, I can just do what? Close and apply. So close and apply means that I'm done with transformation. Apply or load the data into Power BI. Do you get? So this is how we connect to our data. If your data is in PDF too, you go that same route. If your data is in a SharePoint, it's in a text or CSV file, you go that same route too. Are we together? Clear? Clear? Very clear. Barak, you're not here. Who are you thinking of? Or what are you thinking of? Find a system. Barak, yeah. Go and find a system that's Power BI and join someone, or that's PowerPoint. Join someone. You are stayed alone. Let's start thinking of someone else. Are we good? Okay. Barak, I didn't say you should go and join Alamin. That person you went to join, you people start talking, start disturbing. Come and join Rachel here. Come and join Rachel. She's there. Come and join her. Be in the middle of her and yeah, be in the middle of them. Come and join. Come and join. Eh? Eh? Eh now. There's builder and then there is scatterer. So go and enter the middle. Enter the middle. Enter the middle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put your chair here. So we are good. We are good. Are we good? All good. All good. Tomorrow, I'm saying it again. Tomorrow I will not be here. I'll be here, but if you ask me, you say that you will pay me to actually teach you anything. So now you have the chance, opportunity to ask questions. So so if I do close and apply now, it's just take me to Power BI, and then I can start my visualization. So to take me to Power BI and then to load, and then I can start my visualization if I want to. So that's just it. But for the sake of today's class, we are not doing this again. We are going to something else, which is PowerPoint. Are we together? But it's clear to this point. Good. So let me bring up my PowerPoint. How many of us have not used PowerPoint before? How many of us have not used PowerPoint before? You've not used it before. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've not used it before. Hey. I say we should start bringing swear. You've not used it before too. Or you have a question. Because if you have not used it before, come to bring iron, so you swear. Huh? So you do close and apply now. So some of us have not used something like this, a tool like this before. Okay. So let's start. So PowerPoint is basically a presentation tool. So that means if you want to present, there are some seminars or there are some places you go, you just see the screen moving from one slide to another slide. That's a PowerPoint presentation. So if you want to do presentation, the slide that can help you document your presentation is a PowerPoint. How many of us have used Microsoft Word before? I've not used. You have not used Microsoft Word before. You have not used Microsoft Word. You've not used it before. Word. You've not typed on Microsoft Word before. So just like you type on Word, use PowerPoint to actually do the presentation. So if you look at my slide, let me show you something. So remember that on the first day when I was showing you this, I'll show you all this that day. Let's look up. Remember on our first day when we're looking at something like this, when we're going through this, who remembers? So this is a PowerPoint slide. For me to do my presentation, I needed to design a PowerPoint slide to actually take us through what we wanted to do for that session. So this is a typical PowerPoint slide. So you are bringing your thoughts to play. What is it you have in mind? You're just designing it in this PowerPoint, and then you can have the presentation when you want to do it. So this is a typical PowerPoint slide. So let's say we can create something, maybe not as this, but let's say we can create a PowerPoint slide. So in PowerPoint, there are three ways of creating a PowerPoint, or two basic ways of creating a PowerPoint slide. So the first one is from a template. You can leverage on a template. So if I come under File, click on File. Click on File. Have you done that? Have we done that? So if you come under New, for those who are using 2007 down, 2003, you will not see File, but you see an icon like a Windows icon at the top left. So you can click on that. Are we good? Are we good? So click on File. You see under New. You are not starting from New, but I'll come here, you see Templates. And even, okay, if I click on More Things, I'll see different templates that we can use. Let's search. So I can see probably thousands of templates that I can use for my presentation. But if I don't want to start from blank, I mean. So there are two basic ways of starting presentation. You can start from blank, or you can start from a template. Template is something that has been done before that you want to leverage on. So a professional has done it before. So come on down. So internet. So we don't have any search online for templates. So this one, let's do some. It's internet. So let's see. Do not have the templates because they're not signed. I know most of us probably will not be able to have these templates up. So, but it's fine. Fine. So we are not doing too much on template, just to show you that there's a possibility of leveraging on templates, but where we focus majorly on is starting from blank, which most of us would have. And then I'll just do create. So it's going to load that template into my PowerPoint. So I can now start editing this template to my taste. Are we together? Our focus is, our attention is divided. Are we together? So you can see now, instead of me designing all this by myself, this will take me time. So I can leverage on a template to actually make life easy for me. So I'll just start editing. Are we together? So you can see this beautiful template. Now I can start editing. Maybe I don't want pitch deck. I want data analysis. I can just come here, type in data analysis. So it depends on what I want to do, really. I can start editing it. I can probably change this picture, change the background color, do all sorts. Depends on what you want to do. So I can go to the next slide. Maybe this slide is fine by me. Go to the next slide. Talk about what I want to talk about. Do you get? So I'm not doing things from the start, from the scratch. Because doing this from the scratch will take me hours to do. But in minutes, I can create my deck and I'm good to go. Are we together? So this is how we can leverage on templates. Remember I said that you can start a PowerPoint presentation from a template or from blank. So let's look at blank. So I will just come back to File, under New, and then I will see blank. 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 So if you want to start a presentation from blank, this is how it is always. This is how it is every time you want to start from blank. Do we get? Do we get? For those who don't have a template, you must have this. If you don't have this, then your PowerPoint is not PowerPoint. It's PowerPoint from Abba. Is Igbo made or China made? So if you're Igbo, yeah, but you can't shall be China if you're. All right, do we get? So now, we want to work on our PowerPoint from blank. So for those who have used PowerPoint before, how do you start your PowerPoint presentation? Okay. And how do you start your PowerPoint presentation? How do you start? Start text box. So you just go to under your inserts, and then you insert your first shapes. So just insert text box like this. And then you begin. Huh? That's not the right way to start. Any other person? You are lost. I've not done anything now. I just said go to File, New. And this is where we are now. That's where we are. Is it because of the text box? Andy was just echoing what he said. I should clear the initial box. That's too long.
That's it for you to write the title and the subtitle.
I agree, but that's not how you start. What else? What else? Okay. Layout. What do you do to the layout? You are close to what I want as answer, but you are still wrong. Close but far. Who else wants to give it a shot? Who else wants to give it a shot? So the first thing you should also work on is first your layout, like you said. But what do you do to your layout? You need to set a structured layout for all your presentation to run by. So let's say you want a particular font type, you want a particular color for all your presentations. And then maybe some would have pictures and all, but you need to set a layout for all your slides. So how do you set a layout for all your slides? There's something called a slide master. How many of us have used Slide Master before? You've heard of Slide Master? Slide Master. Slide Master and PowerPoint. So come under your view. But we said we have used PowerPoint before now. Huh? But, so come under your view. And then you see something called Slide Master here. How is the Slide Master? Huh? So click on Slide Master. Have you done it? Oh, Slide Master. Sorry, I was trying to look one thing. It's not giving me what I need. Slide Master. Slide Master. Are we there? Huh? Okay. So just hold on there. I want to explain something. So I'll close my own Slide Master and then come back. You just hold on where you are. So if you look at, by default in PowerPoint, if you come under slides, if you come under layout, you see all the layouts available in PowerPoint. You have your title slide, you have your title content, session header, blah, blah. So you have like 9 or 8 kind of layouts available to you in PowerPoint. Are we together? Are we together? Hey, God. But we learned Excel. Now, Excel was not difficult. That's why you people are making me feel like PowerPoint is becoming too technical. Okay. So let me come back to my slide master. Or should we just go the normal way we used to do? The easy way. Just go and then we design our slides and then we move. Eh? So this slide is to make life easy for you. Make life really easy for you. So Slide Master now. Now, when it comes to Slide Master, there's something called the Master Master. And that's the first one. The first one is the Master Master. Anything you do to that Master Master would apply to all your slides. Let me show you. Mubarak, where are you going? He doesn't know he has bought market from you. So this first one is called the Master Master. So anything you do to this Master Master would affect all your slides. Affect all your slides. So let me show you. Let's say I want to maybe set a background color. Maybe I want to set a background color. Maybe a color like this. Let me say. Let me not use too deep of purple. What color is Gumbi's national Gumbi's color? Anybody knows? Eh? Green. Is it this kind of green? Is it this kind of green? Is it deep green or light green? Eh? Deep. I mean, I don't know how many green. It's sharp, deep or light. That's what I know. I think this is deep enough. So let's say this is it. So if I close my master, don't close though. I'm just showing you something. Remember that I did something on my master, the first one. I said that whatever it is you do on the first master slide would run across all your slides. So let's say this is the color I want to set. And then I close my master now. So if I come on that slide, if I add on that slide, this slide, maybe you can see that everything is even showing that color. If I want to add something else, it's going to have that same color. Because I've said in my master slide, are we together? Do you get it? You didn't get it. So I said under your master slide, the master slide is the first slide under your slide master. This slide master. That's the first thing under your. The first slide is your master slide. Master means oga pata pata. anything that you do to it would affect all other slides. So far in that presentation, any slide you create would have anything from the master slide. So anything that you want to be unique across, you see some documents, you see some headers or some logos. So it is set in the, and you can't delete it. So they do that from the slide master, and then to run across every document to create in that slide. Do you get? Are we together? So I said anything you do in this master slide, this first one would affect all your presentation. So let's say if I come here now, let me remove the background color. Let me make it white again. But if I want to add, maybe I want to add a picture. Let me add a picture. A picture. Hey, Joseph, hope we are fine with whatever you want to open here. Eh? Let's say this is something. Let's say this is our logo. So let's say this is our logo. So I'm giving you another thing that can. I'm using another thing that's master slide I can run across. Are we together? So I want to insert a logo. How do I insert? Come under insert. Can you see insert tab here? Can we see it? Who is lost? Eh? Who is me? You are lost. You are lost. But I've been asking since. Are we together? You are not answering me. You will not allow me go. You not tell me you are lost. Am I a bear that will be finding you? Please, if you are lost, just tell me you are lost. As soon as I go on that thing, just tell me you are lost. So I don't go over it and then I'm not coming back to Afansha. So please, when I'm at Lokoja already. Are we together? So I said master slide is that slide that you can edit to make all your changes run across all your slides. Maybe you have something that has to be in all your slides. Maybe a logo, a color. You want to set color, so you want to use green across all your slides. So you set your color in your master slide. That's the first slide under your slide master. This first one here. This one here. Are we together? Alamin. This first one here, that's the master slide. Anything you do to this slide would affect all these other slides or any other slide you create. Do you get it? So I said if you add a color, it would affect everything across. If you add a logo, it would affect anything across. If you add a picture, anything you add, or you said the font type or the font size or anything, it would affect across. Are we together? Whose village person is this again? Huh? Come on that view now. I said come on that view. Slide master. Slide master, yeah. Okay, yeah, you are even on the right. It's fine. So how do we do this? Up point for what? Voilà. What do you send spam to? Oh my God. Whatever. That's I have seen it. Let's just be going. Ah, God. I went to meet them and they said it's a national break. Doesn't make sense now. Why is the national grid collapsing every now and then, every day? Ah, they spent billions on that thing last 2 months. Oh. It's crazy. Yeah, for now. How
How you doing?
about you?
For what do you want?
Huh? Oh.